Hey, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Local Influencers Podcast. Abel here, and today I am guest. My guest is Alex from Poppin Natural. Alex, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, so before the podcast, I usually do like rundowns of like what to expect and a pre-show. I already warned Alex, so just so for all of you listeners, I'm a little like I have anxiety, and so my anxiety is like, I also worked all day, so like I might not be able to spoke. I might slur my words. So just know I'm not under the influence of anything. This is unsweet tea. So all right, Alex, let's talk about your business, Poppin Natural. So I want to start with the very obvious. How did you come up with the idea for your business?
Well, I've been natural since 2014 with my hair on the natural journey. And so I had told people years ago that I wanted to start a natural skincare line. But at that time, I really wasn't serious about it. I was just like, oh, let me, just research some more and find out what I would like. And so that's what happened. I do the pandemic, even though it was horrendous. And through that, I found the blessing, which I found my business through that because it gave me free time to really research and figure out like what I wanted to do. That's how Poppin Natural came about.
Okay, and so with that being said, how did you come up with the name Poppin Natural?
Honestly, I was just sitting at the kitchen table eating Doritos, and I was just like, man, what kind of name? Like, what kind of name like should I give myself? And so I was just like, man, I'm popping. So then I was like, well, oh, there you go. Poppin Natural. There you go right there. So I knew like Poppin Natural, that was it. It was a wrap after that. I was like, this Poppin Natural.
y'all, I'm registering this. It's mine.
It's mine. Nobody ain't getting this.
I love that it came so natural to you. That is funny because it sounds like me, like, because I do a lot of podcasts. And so when I'm coming up with names for them, I'm like, what's a name? And then like I'll just say a random thing and I'm like, I'm gonna go check to make sure nobody has it on Instagram. And then I go
yes. Exactly.
It's very much that. So I love that. So for those of you that don't know, Poppin Natural is vegan, natural, and cruelty-free products. So I understand, in the like little form that you filled out to be on the podcast, you kind of described all of the products that you offer. So how about you just go down kind of the general line for our listeners of what you have to offer?
So here at Poppin Natural, where natural beauty pops, I created products that I wanted to give you the benefit first so you can be popping after. So I started creating a lip care line. I have lip glosses, lip scrubs. I have also men collection, which is going to expand. I have beard oil, lip balms, and beard balms for them. And then, of course, for the ladies, I also do customized packaging. I'm coming out with skin illuminators, facial moisturizers. It's just so much stuff that I'm coming out with, but it's just an overall popping experience. Like it's a line for everyone, from children all the way up to the elderly. It's for everybody. So and that's what I wanted to do. I want to create a line that was for everybody so that everybody can be popping, because at the end of the day, that's what we all want to be, right?
Yeah, for sure. And so I love that. And I complimented you briefly before we started recording about your website. It is like, guys, it is, by the way, it is poppinnatural.com. You have got to check out this website. It is so, girl, this is the third season. This is going to be the fourth season of my podcast. I got to keep it real. I have seen some websites like, okay. I have seen some, no shade, but some websites, click and drag. Yours is very, very, very professional looking, very much high end, very like you would say poppin', right?
Yes.
So I'm just interested in for my own knowledge, did you reach out to someone to help you with that, or is that someone that you kind of did, something you did on your own?
Well, when I first started, I went through GoDaddy and I created the website myself, but I didn't really like it because GoDaddy was limited with how they do their page layouts. So it was actually at church. A member came up to me, which Josiah doing it, so I'm gonna give a shout out to him because he was the one that created my website. But he took everything that I had already built in GoDaddy and he just really made it more popping, made it more grand. But everything was me. Like, but he did the backdrops, he did everything. So, but he took like my vision and put it really upon the tablet and ran with it. And I want to give a shout out to him because he really did. He really did my page justice. So shout out to Josiah.
Awesome. So yeah, it's just it is so nice. So I have to tell you, I did see on your Instagram, you're very much on social media. Your pictures on there. I like, okay, so when I go, just for everyone to know, when someone applies to be on our podcast, the very first thing I do is go look at their Instagram. Cause I'm like, let me see if their Instagram is like their game is good. You know what I mean? And so far, to be fair, everyone that I've talked to has had a fairly nice Instagram. I don't know what it is. I judge people on Instagrams. Like I have an aesthetic thing. So like I want all my images to look like the same or have like a theme or you know what I mean? And I have to tell you, yours are cool, like very, very nice. Back to the professionalism, very, very professional. But I love that you do incorporate like TikTok videos in your social media. So it's very professional, but at the same time, down to earth and real.
Yes.
So tell me what, I know that you had the idea to come up with the, natural beauty products and all of these lines. So what, can you just kind of give me maybe like a synopsis of what went into creating like your first item? Like how did you go about, like you had the idea, you're like, okay, I wanted to do this, but how did you, I feel like there's a lot of science involved, a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of like trial and error. You know what I mean? Who are your guinea pigs? You know what I mean? Like your family, your friends, like who are you like, girl, come here.
Yeah, I used a lot of guinea pigs. And, my first of all, every product that I ever introduced or have, I tested on myself. I remember when I did my pre-launch, all of my tubes broke. I wasted so much products. I was like, man, I'm a hot mess. And this is like the day of the launch. And I was last minute procrastinating and I was like, oh my word. But everybody at that time, they was like, oh man, these products, like they legit, you can run with it. And that's what I did. I had my pre-launch. Thankfully, thank you, hallelujah. Like it turned out to be great because it was a mess behind the scenes. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's a mess behind the scenes, but I love what I do, and I'm so grateful to be able to create products that people love, but at the same time, it's innovative, it's creative, and I just love bringing uniqueness to it because that's what it's about. That's what I'm about,
Yeah. And so out of all your products, what would you say is your personal favorite? Like what do you what would be your personal favorite?
I would say my personal favorites would have to be the lip glosses. The lip glosses, I love them because they're not sticky. They're all day hydration, moisture, and then plus I make them real cute. So I would definitely say my lip glosses would be my top favorite.
Okay. And so what made you transition into the men's products? I know I have a little bit of facial hair right now, but I normally am clean shaven. I don't like on myself, I don't like facial hair. I just can't do it. So what made you transition into that? Because I do know that is a popular beauty segment for men right now, is like the whole beard and the oils
yes,
for
the
them.
beard game, the Duck Dynasty.
I don't do it. I don't do it, girl. Never will, never can, never shall. No.
Well, I know a lot of men, they struggled with growing their beards. And I was like, you know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can create something that, that's going to help y'all out too. Because if I'm catering to these women, I got to cater to my men. So that's what I did. I went into the lab, as I say, and I started concocting. And I trust me, I had a lot of test dummies too. And they was like, girl, like, are you trying to grow a beard? I was like, no, I'm just trying to create something for the man, but I need a man. I don't want to have no beard, so I'm gonna have to create it for a man. So I had a lot of guinea pigs. So thank you, guinea pigs. And like it turned out great. Everybody loved love the beard oil. I highly recommend it because it's not a beard oil just to be like, oh, it's beard oil, it'll help you. No, this is a beard oil that's gonna penetrate those follicles to stimulate them to grow. And that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. And now are they do they have like a fragrance to them, or do you have different variants of it?
The top fragrance for my beard oil right now is the Texas cedarwood. I love cedarwood. I love the way it smells. It's
Yeah.
very masculine, very soft, and that's the signature overall fragrance is the cedarwood.
Cedarwood is a very popular scent with men. I have noticed.
Yes, they
It's,
love it.
yeah. So do you, because I didn't get to look and I should have, and I guess just for our listeners, do you name your products? Like I know, for instance, like a lot of major like beauty, we'll call them like quote unquote beauty influencers, whatever. They, if they come out with a line, they like name like their eyeshadows or they name their lipsticks different things. Now, do you name your products, or is it just like the lip gloss collection, or do you have like certain names for each one?
Yes, everything that has come out, I named them. Some of them are pretty straightforward. Like the Poppin moisturizer or like the Poppin hair growth oil. But other than that, like if it's come with lip balms or lip glosses or lipsticks, I'll give them like a little cute name, a little Poppin cute name.
Okay. So what would you tell someone like I guess before that, what do you think has been the biggest learning curve for you? So what do you think that from beginning to now that you have maybe like was a struggle at first and now you're like, okay, I got this? Like what do you think that was?
I would say the overall it would be the support. When you go into anything, and it's not just a business, you have to realize that just because somebody tell you like, oh, I got your back, oh, I got you 100%. You have to realize that not everybody's gonna be in your corner when you do take off. Not everybody's gonna be in your corner when you do get that blessing, when you do grow, when you do expand, when you do your own things. Not everybody's gonna be there. So that's something that I had to learn to accept, is not everybody's going to be there, but the people that was meant for my products, they're there. And I'm like forever grateful. And that's one of the curves that I can say that I'm like, man, like the support is real out here, and the support of strangers is definitely real. So shout out to all the supporters. I love them.
Yeah, I love that. And I totally believe that and support that because besides podcasting and my full-time job, I also have books published. And
Oh, wow.
yeah. And so like you said,
Yes.
you're like, oh, I'm going to sell a lot because I got a lot of friends and family and they're about to buy all my shit. Excuse my language, guys. You say that, but then when it comes to it, they're talking about, oh, do you have a discount? Oh, do you have a free book? I'm like, that time and energy was not free. Okay.
You better say it.
Friends, just for everyone listening, real friends and family will pay full price because they want to support you in whatever you do.
Said that. Amen,
So,
brother.
let's shout it out. Let's say it louder for the people in the back, because
Yes.
that is my biggest pet peeve, is when someone's like, can I have a book? I'm like, can I have $20? Like,
Hello.
like what's happening here?
Hello. You said that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I totally get that. So let's say that someone has an idea for, because the beauty industry is such a competitive, massive industry. Let's say someone listening has an idea and they want to start. What would you suggest, maybe like 3 things or however many you want to list off, that they start with? Like what, like, okay, I have this idea for like a lip gloss. What should I do to kind of start that venture?
Okay. Well, first thing first, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody till it get legalized. And I'm being 100. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself first, because I'm telling you, girl, that's another time and place. But keep that to yourself, number one. Number two, make sure that if you're going to start a business, make sure you get it legalized. Look to see if that name, get the search engine going. Make sure that name is not nobody already has it. And number three, market yourself. Make sure you're marketable. Make sure you have all social media accounts, because I'm telling you, social media, that's the thriving thing right now. and it really helped because when I started, it was during the pandemic, so people really wasn't going out, so they looked to social media as an avenue to purchase things. So I would definitely say those three things, that's what's going to help you start and get you further.
I love that. Yeah, definitely. Your ideas, keep them to yourself until you're actually acting on them. Like I don't like when like I told you, like not to make this back, but I'm just agreeing with you, like not to put it back on me, but I'm agreeing with you because like when I come up with a new podcast name, I don't mention it to nobody until I make sure I got that Instagram. I make sure I got all of the emails. I make sure I got the website, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to rate it because nobody's gonna play me. Because it will be your best friend that play you.
Oh, you said that. You said it.
So this podcast is going to be business 101. It's not going to even be it's Poppin Natural Business 101.
Yes.
So your website, we mentioned it earlier, poppinnatural.com. Right now, are you only like just strictly online? And I know that I saw you're doing pop-ups as well. So this comes out, guys, just so you know, we are recording in the past. So when you listen to this, we're recording in the past. So hello from the past. So you do pop-ups and stuff. I noticed that. Have you ever thought of like maybe one day, like I want to have like a storefront or maybe opening up like I'll tell you, one of my friends that I've interviewed, she does like nails, but she opened up like a beauty salon, and now she has her own like nail polish line, and so
Oh,
she's
wow.
selling that in her salon. Have you ever thought about opening up a storefront, or is that like a future plan of yours? Obviously, if you have something that
Yes.
works, don't spill the tea. But like, is that something you want to do?
Yes, that is something that I want to do, is to open up a storefront. I think that everybody needs Poppin Natural. And I feel like if you don't have Poppin Natural, then you're really missing out on good quality products that's not expensive. It's not a pocket pincher. No, I mean, I'm not selling my facial serums for $80 to do the same thing that a $10 one can do, because my $10 one can do what an $80 one can do. So I do plan on opening up a storefront for Poppin Natural because everybody needs it. So and hopefully and preferably like it will pop off.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'll tell you, earlier you said marketable, like get to marketable. Girl, you are marketable. Girl, you need to start a YouTube channel. I don't know if you have one. Girl, I'll be
I don't.
subscribed.
Everybody's been telling me. I'm like, man, I need to get on it.
Girl, you need to. I'll be subscribed. I'll be commenter. I'll be #1 fan, girl. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yes.
So you definitely need to look into that avenue. Don't come for podcasting though, because don't come from my stuff.
Hey, you got this. I can't do this. This you, honey.
But YouTube, you got my support, girl. All right, so Poppin Natural. I guess what about your products, before we even try to wrap up, what about your products do you want our listeners to know? We've stated the obvious, but why should they choose your brand besides being local? Because I always believe in supporting local. That's why I have this podcast. Why should someone choose your brand? What makes you stand out?
I believe people should choose my brand. I said my friends. People should choose my brand because, for one, I'm just a down to earth girl that's trying to make it just like the next person. I feel that my products are effective. I don't just, go into the lab and just concoct things, say, here you go. Like, these are products that I take my time, I worked hard for, I've researched for, I planned for. And I just want people to see that the hard work that I have, like, it can come into fruition. Like, I want when people look at Poppin Natural, they see themselves using my lip gloss, using a lipstick, using a beard oil, and they said, dang, like, really, this is popping, like, no joke. So that's why I created a line that it's for of everybody. Oh, only stop shop. I'm gonna say that, only stop, where you can get good, effective products and be popping, be you, be true.
That's awesome. I love that. I love everything about you. Your aura is just like everything.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for your time, guys. Remember, that is Alex from Poppin Natural. Her Instagram is Poppin Natural. Her website is poppinnatural.com. I will have links in the show notes, so all you'll have to do is click and you'll be able to visit her website and shop, and you will pay full price, so make sure you support her. And then there are no discount codes here, sorry. And then also you can click the link and follow her on Instagram, because definitely worth it. So again, thank you so much for being here, guys.
Yes,
Go and
thank you for having me.
definitely support Alex. I mean, I just met her, but I can just tell she's an amazing person. I love your business. I love what you stand for. Again, all natural, cruelty free, vegan friendly. That's what we're 2021, y'all. That's what the world's about.
Hello.
So if you're not wearing Poppin Natural, you're not popping. So that is it for this episode of the Local Influencers. Thank you guys for listening. And again, please, 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 wherever you live, make sure you head out in your community and do something positive. Make a change,
Yes.
make an impact, do something to further your community. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.